Bonjour! It's another day of French class. French is so exciting. I am jumping for joy. Look at me jump! First, before we do anything new, let's review the vocabulary we learned for different places. So to say to or at a different place, different places. So how about to or at the grocery store? Okay, now is the time where if you don't have your notebook, you might want to press pause, go get your notebook and your pen or pencil. Make sure that you have the notes in front of you from our last class, and then you'll be taking some more notes today too. So want to make sure we have enough room for all of them. So press pause and just wait, and then just go get what you need and then press play when you're ready. So to or at the supermarket is au supermarché. So when I say it, I want you to say it after me. So you're going to say what it is, I'll say it, then you say it after me. Okay, at the store. Au magasin. At the movie theater. Au cinéma. At school. À l'école. At church. À l'église. At the mall. Au centre commercial. You can also just say au centre. At the library, or to the library, either one. À la bibliothèque. At or to the theater. Au théâtre. At or to the museum. Au musée. At or to the hospital. À l'hôpital. At or to the swimming pool. À la piscine. At or to the park. Au parc. At or to the stadium. Au stade. At or to the beach. À la plage. Oh, that should say la plage, not L apostrophe. Fix that. À la plage. Okay, so we've got some to practice this vocabulary a little bit. See if you can do this without looking at your notes, but if you need to look at your notes, that's fine. So we've got 8 phrases to each of these different places, and I want you to write them in your notebook. So we were practicing saying them. Now we're going to practice writing them. You can say them if you want to and you think that would be more useful. You can do both. Up to you. But remember, the more you do, the better you're going to learn it, the easier it'll be to get ready for a test. So let's start. There are 8 of them. Go ahead and start. Press pause if you need to for more time, and then I'll give you the answers. Okay, now I'm going to give you the answers. Press pause if you didn't do that already and you need more time. The answers are number 1, à l'hôtel. Say them after me. Numéro 2, au restaurant. Numéro 3, au cinéma. Numéro 4, à l'hôpital. Numéro 5, au centre commercial. Numéro 6, au parc. Numéro 7, au musée. Numéro 8, au théâtre. So I hope you repeated all of those after me. We're going to do a bunch more. Now these, instead of being to, these are at the store, at school, at church. So press pause if you need to. Take a few minutes to write these out in French. Be careful of your spelling. Or you can say them if you'd rather. Okay, if you need more time, press pause. The answers are Numéro un, au magasin. And you'll notice it's the same word for to or at. Numéro deux, à l'école. Numéro trois, à l'église. Numéro quatre, à la piscine. Numéro cinq, à la plage. Numéro six, à la bibliothèque. Numéro sept, au supermarché. Numéro huit, au stade. I didn't really give you enough time to repeat them after me, but that's all right. Okay, we're going to learn a new verb, so I'd like you to copy it down. It's written right here. The verb is aller, to go. Say it after me. It's aller. Aller. Okay, take a moment to copy this down. Press pause if you need to, and then we'll go over how to pronounce it, and then we'll talk about the plural forms. These are the singular forms. So press pause if you need to. I'll give you a few seconds. Okay, if you need more time, press pause and finish copying. Otherwise, let's go over them. Say them after me. Je vais. Je vais means I go or I am going. Je vais à la plage. I'm going to the beach. So we can take the places that we learned and put them together with the verb go and say where we are going. Right? Je vais à la plage. Samedi, je vais à la bibliothèque. I can tell you every day of the week where I go. Let's see. Lundi, je vais à l'école. Mardi, je vais au supermarché. Mercredi, je vais à la plage. Jeudi, je vais au parc. Vendredi, je vais au cinéma. Samedi, je vais au théâtre. There you go, a whole week of what I do. I can use all the vocabulary you need for that. Let's keep going. You go, you are going is tu vas. Tu vas. Tu vas à la plage. You're going to the beach. I can ask a question by just going up at the end of my sentence. Tu vas à la plage? Are you going to the beach? Notice I have to pronounce that S because A is a vowel. Tu vas à la plage? Oui, je vais à la plage. He goes. Repeat after me. Il va. Il va. She goes. Elle va. Elle va. You can ask, où est-ce qu'elle va? Where is she going? Elle va à la bibliothèque. Elle étudie le français. Elle va à la bibliothèque. The plural forms, let's take a moment and copy those down. Please press pause and write those down right underneath the singular forms. Okay, if you need more time, press pause. Let's go over these. We go, we are going. Say it after me. Nous allons. Nous allons. Aujourd'hui, remember that's today. Aujourd'hui, nous allons à l'église. Today we go to church. Today we are going to church. We go and we are going are the same form in French. They don't have two separate forms. Let's keep going. You plural. Vous allez. Vous allez. They. Ils vont. Say them after me. Ils vont. And elles vont. Elles vont. Super. Okay, let's see if we can do these using our notes. If you need more time to copy, remember you can press pause and go back and copy that stuff again. So we have je. We need the right form of aller to say I go to the park. So think for a second and say out loud what you think goes there. Je vais au parc. Take more time, you can press pause. Here we go. Il va avec la banane. Right, he's going with the banana. Il va avec la banane. He stole it and he's eating it. La famille va en vacances. The family is going on vacation. The family goes on vacation. La famille va en vacances. I don't know why that picture came out so small. Elles vont au centre. Elles vont au centre. There are two females, so it's elles. Le bus va. Le bus va à New York City. Le bus va à New York City. You go to, you are going to heaven. Tu vas au paradis. That's pretty nice if someone can assure you of that, isn't it? Tu vas au paradis. I'm going to the park. Je vais au parc. I can make this sentence even more interesting. I can say, aujourd'hui, today I'm going to the park. Aujourd'hui, je vais au parc. I can say at what time? Aujourd'hui, je vais au parc à 3 heures. I can say who I go with. Aujourd'hui, je vais au parc avec mon chien à 3 heures. So you can add lots of pieces to make your sentences better and get better grades and express yourself better. Okay, the boy goes to daddy. Le garçon va à papa. Le garçon va à papa. Elle va à l'école. Elle va à l'école. Les hommes, they're going very fast. That's what très vite means. Les hommes vont très vite. Les hommes vont très vite. Uh-oh. He's not going home. He's sleeping. Il ne va pas à la maison. Notice we just put the ne and the pas around the verb. Il ne va pas à la maison. Il ne va pas à la maison. Oh, I'm not going to the movies. Je ne vais pas au cinéma. Je ne vais pas au cinéma. I'm not going to the movies. Je ne vais pas au cinéma. L'homme et le chien, the man and the dog, l'homme et le chien vont au parc. L'homme et le chien vont au parc. Okay, now there's a little bit more writing to do. This looks a little complicated, but it really isn't. So you're going to write a conversation, a question and an answer for each one of these. So there are 5 total. There's the example there, and then there are 5 for you to do. The first person asks, are you going to the place that's pictured on top? Tu vas au café? If you look at the example, it's a cafe. So the first thing you'd write would be tu vas au café? And then you're going to answer, no, I'm going to the place on the bottom. Non, je vais à la plage. See how that works? We have a cafe on top. Tu vas au café? We have a beach on the bottom. Non, je vais à la plage. Let's try number 1 together. Right? We have a stadium. How do we say to the stadium? Au stade. And how do we say you are going? Tu vas. So you put those together. Your question would be, tu vas au stade? And the answer would be no. How do I say I'm going? Je vais. And how do I say to the swimming pool? À la piscine. So I'd like you to do 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're writing a question and an answer for each and use the examples to show you exactly what you're doing if you didn't quite get it. If you need to, you can always rewind a little bit and listen to my explanation one more time. If you need to pause while you're writing, if you need more time than I give you, then please do that. Okay, press pause if you need more time. Here are the answers. 1, tu vas au stade? Non, je vais à la piscine. So say the sentences after me. Tu vas au stade? Non, je vais à la piscine. Numéro 2, répétez. Tu vas au cinéma? Non, je vais au théâtre. Just missing its accents. Numéro 3, tu vas au restaurant? Non, je vais au supermarché. Numéro 4, tu vas au centre? Répétez, non, je vais au musée. Numéro 5, tu vas au centre? Tu vas à l'école? Non, je vais au parc. Excellent. We have one more to do, and you can write or say each one of these. You're going to write the end of each sentence answering the questions below. So, for example, let's look at number 1. We're going to say, I prefer for each one. You have 2 options. The example is aller à, right? And le concert ou le dîner. So you would say, je préfère aller, and then you get to pick which one. The same is true for the next one. Let's do the first one together. It's dîner à, and we have to choose la maison or le restaurant. Je préfère is how we're going to start our answer for each one. Dîner à, we're just taking it straight from the question. Je préfère dîner à, and I'm going to say la maison. Je préfère dîner à la maison. I only put the verb here just because I ran out of space. Numéro 2, let's do it together. Étudier à. So how am I going to say I prefer? Je préfère. And then what's the verb in the à? Étudier à. And then where do you prefer to study? À la bibliothèque or à la maison? À la maison. We're going to skip the rest of this. I don't really like that exercise. Okay, we will do this though. We're going to make each one of these sentences negative. Let's do the first one. Remember, you want to put ne and pas around the verb. You can speak this or write it. Speaking is a really good opportunity in this case because we aren't getting many chances to speak lately. Philippe va en classe, right? Philip is going into class. So why don't you write that in the negative? Philippe va en classe. Okay, next one. Vous allez au cinéma. So remember, the ne comes before the aller and the pas comes after. Vous allez au cinéma. I'm going to give you the answers at the end. I'll just give you the next two to do, the 3 and 4. Elles vont au stade. Il va au restaurant. Pause if you need more time. Here are the answers. Say them after me. Philippe ne va pas au café. Great. Numéro 2. Vous n'allez pas au cinéma. Numéro 3. Elles ne vont pas au stade. Elles ne vont pas au stade. Numéro 4. Jérôme ne va pas au restaurant. You're saying them after me. Jérôme ne va pas au restaurant. Awesome. We just have 4 more to do. 5, 6, 7, and 8, I believe. Oops. No, we have 6 more to do. We're going to write each of those in the negative, right? I'm going to the soccer game. I'm not going to the soccer game. Je vais au match de foot. Je ne vais pas au match de foot. So do those if you would, 6 through 10. I just did 5 for you. Okay, press pause if you need more time to write or to speak. You probably will, so go ahead and press pause, and I'll go on to the answers. Correct answers. Say them after me. Numéro 5. Je ne vais pas au match de foot. Numéro 6. Répétez. Tu ne vas pas à la piscine. Numéro 7. Ils ne vont pas à la plage. Notice how I have to pronounce the S on the end of pas, and it's because there's a vowel coming after it. Ils ne vont pas à la plage. Numéro 8, répétez. Mes copains ne vont pas au stade. Number 9, numéro 9. Hélène ne va pas au centre. And number 10, vous n'allez pas dans les magasins. Vous n'allez pas dans les magasins. Awesome. We are done for today. So we have some independent work to do. This is where I say au revoir, à bientôt,